Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Bridgerton Season 1, Episodes 1 and 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you return, you one of my peoples, well, welcome back. When I tell you, this is my third time trying to review this show, and something goes wrong each and every time. Last week, I did a review on Episode 1. I was going to go weekly with it, but I was like, no, I'm just going ahead and I decided this week I was going to do 1 and 2. Last week I was just going to do Episode 1. Did my video, went to edit it, and like halfway through, the editing was just acting up. And at this point, I was frustrated and I was tired and I just did not want to do it. Monday, did the video, recorded it, and I guess I cut my camera off before I pushed stop recording. And when I went to go import it to my computer, only one video popped up, and Bridgerton was not one of them. So I was like, okay, get this one more time, because it seemed like some don't want me to get this video done. But here we are, Bridgerton. We're in, I believe, 1813, and we start off with Lady Whistledown. Lady Whistledown, she is the gossip. She runs a little gossip magazine. No one knows who she is, but she knows any and everybody's business. Who's pregnant, who's gonna get married, who was the top person to get married, who cheating, all those things. Now Bridgerton sits around two families, the Bridgerton family and the Featherington family. We got the Duke of Hastings, Lady Danbury, who was my girl. Yeah, that's one of my favorite people. And we have like a sprinkle of other people, and we have Queen Charlotte. Now, in 1813, around spring, summertime, this is when the young ladies in society are presented to society so they can get married. The first step is going to go see the Queen. And I believe this is the first time when the young ladies wear a corset for the first time. Because over at the Featherington household, Lady Featherington has 3 daughters who will be presented to society in hopes of getting married. And she is squeezing one of her daughters into a corset. And she talking about I was able to squeeze into the size of a corset, the size of an orange and a half. And I was like, that is not big. You must have looked ridiculous. I feel pain for you. Over at the Bridgerton house, Daphne, she is all here for the celebration. She is ready to get married, but she wants to get married for love, not just some dude like, okay, I picked you to get married. I'm engaged to you. We married now. She wants to be in love like her mama and daddy was. Now, her sister, Eloise, that's my girl right there, because Daphne is upstairs taking a little bit too long for Eloise's liking, and she yells upstairs, Daphne, you must make haste. Then turn around, it's like, you think she heard me? Mm-mm. The Bridgerton's family, their dad passed away like 10 years ago. So it is up to the older brother, Anthony, to, be the person who looks out for Daphne, who picks her a husband and is like, okay, this man can marry you. But Anthony, he's not trying, he's, okay, I'm going to find you a husband. It's also, I want to do my own thing, and I want to be doggone and having sex with this opera singer on the side of the road. That's where he's at, where he should be at home, ready to escort his sister to, see the Queen. Now, all the young ladies in the town, they didn't, gotten all gussied up to see the Queen. Lady Feathering takes her 3 daughters, and they go in and they bow. And that one who had that corset on, she not used to bowing in front of the Queen with this corset on, and homegirl just passes out. And the Queen was looking like, did that girl just pass out? Ooh, child. So now Lady Feathering's looking like, oh goodness, this gonna be all up and down on Lady Whistledown. Whistledown? Is that her name? Lady Whistledown's magazine. I can just see it. Daphne Bridgerton, she comes in, walks in, does the perfect bow. The Queen was like, oh, yes. Goes and give her a kiss on the forehead. It's like, yes, the diamond of the bar, the diamond of the season. So she happy. Everybody's happy, like, yes. Even Lady Whistledown put in her magazine, yes. Daphne, she is the girl that you need to be looking out for. So it's a few days later, and Lady Featherington, a distant cousin of her husband, is coming to town. She lived on a farm, so they assume that she's gonna be some old homely girl. You know, she has a small dowry, so you know, ain't nobody gonna really want her. And then she walked in with the curls just a popping. I was like, this 1813 girl, what was your, hair routine? Like, what was you using on your hair to make your curls be popping like that? I'm thinking, I'm just like looking at all the things that you shouldn't be looking at. Like, oh my goodness, her curls was popping. They looking like, oh my goodness, she is beautiful. Lady, the daughters looking like she's beautiful. Lady Fairton's looking like, okay, this is just one more girl that is in competition with my daughters. So it is the time of the ball. The ladies, they have cards with different gentlemen's names on it, and a card for like write down who you didn't, dance with and everything. And Anthony is walking Daphne around like, what about him? Yeah, he has dubious parents. He's an artist. No, he's an eccentric. You don't want that. She's like, you can't find me nobody. So she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go here and get me something to drink. So while she's over there getting her something to drink, Nigel Burbrook walks up, and he was giving me all kind of pedophile tease because he was like, look, these are small, aren't they? She's like, yeah. He's like, so you agree? She's like, what, that we should be married? She's like, I did not say that. He was like, well, I've been, looking at you afar ever since I was but a schoolboy. And she's like, when I was 5? So when she said that, like, I was 5, you was a schoolboy, so I'm thinking he got like 10 years on her, and he was just giving me all kind of pedophile tease. He was just like following her around. She's like, oh, there go my brother looking out for me. So she scurries off, and she bumps into the Duke of Hastings. Now, the Duke of Hastings did not want to go to this ball because he is a freshly Duke because his father passed away. But Lady Danbury was like, I'm having this ball. You were going whether you like it or not. And I look at Lady Danbury as kind of like the Duke of Hastings, like unofficial godmother, because she did look after him. But we're going to get into that to the next episode. And he does have respect for her. He does not want to go to the ball because he is a new Duke. So all the mamas and their daughter is going to be on him like white on rice. He does not want to get married. He does not want to have children. And that is just plain and simple. Daphne bumps into him trying to run from Nigel's old creepy tail. And the Duke of Hastings assumes she just like one of them other girls playing games, trying to get with him. And she was like, no, who are you? Like, I don't know who you are. And she really doesn't. It isn't until her brother pops over like, hey, that's it. Oh, I'm sorry, the Duke of Hastings. She's like, oh, so you know my brother. Okay, I know exactly what kind of man you are. You don't need to say no more. So she walks away, goes about her business. The next day, it's time for the suitors to, come to the lady's house. Over at the Bridgerton household, there were some suitors, but like her brother was like, no, he's not good. He's not good. He's not good. The last person that shows up is doggone Nigel. Here he go. Like, this was fate. We should be together because nobody has scooped you up. No, this is not fate. She don't want to be with you. Leave this girl alone. Now, Lady Danbury and Lady Bridgerton got this little thing together. We should get Daphne and, the Duke of Hastings together. And invite him over to your house. He like gooseberry soup, gooseberry pie. Oh, my cook, that's what she were down for. Okay, he comes over and see how it is for the family, how they interact with each other, like everybody's at the table together. I guess usually the kids is off to themselves and it's just the grown-ups. But Lady Danbury's like we like each other. This is how we roll, basically. Over at the Featherington household, all of the suitors came to see, her name is Maria, the distant cousin. They bring in flowers, they bring in candy, they bring in gifts. Not one person had want anything to do with, the Featherington girls. They all wanted Maria. Maria's like, oh my goodness, she's so happy about this. Lady Featherton, she after the dudes leave, she's like, oh, say hi to my daughters. They was like, okay. They just walked off, didn't say hello, dog. Switch to the daughters, and she, how this fish breeze, like, how did this girl come in and just take the shine away from my daughters? I'm doing this out of goodness of my heart because she does not have a female to enter her into society. How dare she be taking the glow away from my daughters? Now, Anthony comes to what's her name? Daphne let her know okay, I found your husband, it's Nigel Burbrook. She's like, I know you lying. I am not gonna marry that man. I will not do it. He's like, he has money. He don't owe any debts. You know, his parents are good, and he don't hurt animal and children. She's like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. I will not. I refuse. Nigel, he is happy as all get out, but now I might be mushing into episodes 1 and 2 because it's been a minute. I done already seen the whole season, but I'm trying to get this together in my mind. Daphne and we're still on episode 1. Daphne and Simon, they didn't got together like we gonna cook the books. This is what we're going to do. You want to be married? Because she went out to the garden to get some air after her brother told her she finna marry this old creepy dude. And creepy dude follows out there like, you're mine now, kiss me. Like, no. And she whops him good. Simon, the Duke of Hastings, he was like coming up because he like seen what was going on and seen that, you know, old creepy Burbrook was finna go like push up on Daphne and I guess save her because this is 1813 and woman can't do anything for herself. You know, she can't protect herself. But Daphne gave him one look, knocked him clear out. So they didn't got together. Okay, you want to be married and be desired. I don't want to be married, but we gonna act like we are courting so that you'll be more eligible. And, you know, me, the mamas and their daughters will get off my back. So they went and danced and did all this other things and ooh and ooh and ooh and everybody else looking like, y'all see that? Like, what? Ooh, yes. The next day, several suitors come to the house. Well, Anthony, he shows up with Burbrook. And Bert was like, well, I thought I was the only one. Like, he's like, I wore my special pants with the satin knees. Anthony gets there like, what is going on? She's like, these men are here for Daphne. He's like, she already has a proposal. Lady Bridgerton was like, the Duke has already proposed? No, he trying to marry me off to old nasty Burbrook. She's like, I know you didn't do that. And what's wrong with his eye? So the next night at a dance, they're still dancing away because, you know, she's like, I ain't finna marry that dude until, like, I guess they're not technically, I guess, engaged, but they're not married. So she's still free to, like, unless somebody else come along and proposes to her. They're at the dance, and Anthony and Burbrook are talking, and, you know, the Duke of Hastings, he's sitting by, and he was basically told him, why do you think he has a black eye? He was being unhonorable with your sister. That's why. And Anthony looked at him like, oh, so that's what happened? You was being unhonorable with my sister. Look here, the engagement is off. So Burbrook caught himself following the Duke of Hastings, you know, as he was leaving. It's like, you can have any woman. Why can't I just have her? And all this other stuff. Like, oh, unless you already had her. Is that it? And he was like, don't push it. And then he got talking about the Duke of Hastings' daddy. And this is when Simon, the Duke of Hastings, whooped his tail. The last thing we see is Maria. She's waking up in the morning and she looking in her covers and she has not bled. She is pregnant. So, dun dun dun, what we gonna do? Moving over to episode 2, we see the Duke of Hastings at his house, and like it's a little flashback of the night he was born. His mom was in labor. It was hard. The Duke of Hastings, the daddy Duke, was out there just like, do I have a son yet? Not caring about how his wife is doing. Lady Danbury pops up like, okay, but it's good. How is she? I want to go be in there with my friend. He's like, there's no room for a lady. This, that, and the third. The Duke of Hastings is born. They immediately take him to the daddy. The daddy, look, the next Duke of Hastings. Mama, she in there just as tired as all get out. She done lost blood. She done died. Daddy Duke, he over there more concerned about I got a new son, not the fact that my wife has passed away. Well, when the Duke of Hastings, not Nigel, Simon, when he was growing up, he had a stuttering problem. He didn't want to talk. And the daddy was like, I'll make him talk. And like, went to get a brush and go hit him. And Simon was like, don't do that. And he started stuttering. He's like, oh, yeah, imbecile. So a few years later, Lady Benrick walks up and is like, "Oh, so you're not dead?" And he gets to stuttering, and she's like, "Look here, I'm gonna teach you to be fierce. That's what I did. I wanted to be fierce. I was small. I changed my wardrobe and my attitude." So she worked with him, studied with him, and he was able to talk without a stutter. Went to go see his daddy when he was a little bit older, but like seeing his daddy intimidate him, so he started stuttering again. And daddy was basically like, "You ain't no good. I'm gonna act like you dead, just like your mama." And I was like, "You are some regular like." Burbrook and Daddy Duke are the most hideous people on this show. So episode 2 comes along, and the maid realizes that Maria has not bled. So she tells Lady Featherington, and Lady Featherington's like, "What you gonna do? I should be glad because, you know, this will give my daughters a chance to get married." And Maria's like, "I love this boy. I'm in love. This boy loved me." But it's like, "Has he rolling you back since you told him he was pregnant?" I didn't think so. So she got hiding her off. Now, in this episode, really, we realize that young ladies do not know where babies come from. Not at all. Because Penelope, she goes to her and like, "You're pregnant? Like, how could that be?" So she's talking to Eloise Bridgerton, like, "I have a maid who was pregnant." She was like, "Which one of your maids is pregnant?" She's like, "She's not." It's like, "How can that be?" So she's like, "I need you to find out so this does not happen to us. We have goals. We want to go to the university. We're not trying to get married or get pregnant. So find out how she got pregnant so this does not happen to us." Eloise is another person. Eloise, Penelope, and Lady Danbury. Those are my 3 favorite on this show, and I cannot lie. So Eloise goes to the house and is like, "How does a lady become with child?" And they looking like, "What?" The mama say, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I thought one needed to be married. Apparently that's not even a requirement. So how does a lady get pregnant? Tell me this information." I was like, this is something that like when you were on like after your wedding, the mama should pull you to the side and let you know, or at least before the end, because these girls is walking around not knowing how to get pregnant or about sex or anything. So it's the night of their wedding, and they like, "Oh snap, this is what's going on. Nobody told me." So Daphne and the Duke Hastings, they out walking, chatting, and talking. They in the park and everything. And here go Burbrook come rolling up, freshly black and blue bruises on his face from the whooping that he got from the Duke of Hastings. And he then hears the paperwork. "I have had the marriage license drawn up. I will have a Bridgerton. I will have the diamond." And if you don't marry me willingly, I'm going to go around and tell any and everybody who will sit still and listen that you was with me in the bushes. Now, granted, Daphne is a pretty girl. Nigel Burbrook is a creepy older dude who is just creepy and not attractive. The sensible thinking would be like, ain't no way in the world she would be in the doggone garden with you alone. But then again, he looked at it as, okay, scandal can ruin the whole family. Doing this to Daphne could interfere with her sisters getting married. The whole family brought shame and scandal upon the whole family. They was like, okay, what are we going to do? So Lady Bridgerton gets like a little call from the queen. The queen invites her over, like, hey, how you doing, girl? The queen and got her, like, I'm going to assume it was cocaine. They didn't say, they called it snuff, but you know, she sure did do one of these right quick. Got her a good little, whew, yeah, needed that. Yes, do you like that? She had her feeding the dog, whatever it was, if she was eating. I was like, that is nasty. She's like, yes, that is the young Mozart. I sung with him when I was in Aria. Yes, I brought him along. Oh, dude, go get me some more snuff. This was like, if I had left him with his family, no telling what would have happened. She's like, you know, I can't talk around him because it'll be all over the town, whatever we talking about. So Lady Bridgerton was thinking, okay, I got you. She kind of telling her, like, you know, the maids, they be the one that's talking. So her, after they leave, you know, like, we gonna get together with doggone Burbrook's mama. So the maids can talk and we can get all the information on. So that's what they do. They invite her over. She got a nerve gall and all that to talk about some God only, blessed with one because I had achieved perfection. Perfection from who? I know you ain't talking about Burbrooke's tale. I know you're not talking about him being perfection. It's just like, girl, you must, eat more rye, kippers and rye every morning. That's how I was able to conceive. So they was like, okay, what information did y'all get? Well, Birdbrook got a maid pregnant, and when he found out she was pregnant, kicked her out, and now she living, on a farm somewhere in the country with the baby, and he does not take care of the baby. So, okay, what we gonna do? We gotta, spread the word. Hopefully Lady Whistledown gets a hold of this information. Just like that. The Lady Bridgerton, she over at the seamstress, dressmaking lady shop, dressmaker, she giving tea, Lady Bridgerton, she giving her tea, like, oh, for real. Then like all the housekeepers and the ladies in waiting, they getting all the tea, and everybody and all the ladies in town talk about it. And finally, it is in the paper, and it's like, hopefully, like, he got a baby out here and that he does not take care of. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be having a business out of town, and hopefully he's giving some money to that woman and to that baby. So now the engagement is off. And I am so happy. I was like, that would have been so ugly if she had to marry that old creepy dude. He is probably the sweetest person in real life, but had to play the most creepiest person. Just like Daddy Duke had to play the most person. Why? You were just unnecessarily rude. But y'all, on this show, the hair pieces that the queen be wearing, I'm like, yes, I am here for the theatrics with the hair pieces. I am loving this, y'all. I heard, and I hope this is true, that there's gonna be like 8 more seasons of this. I am here for it. But like the last little thing is like Lady Bridgerton, she goes over there to Anthony was like, basically, I was able to handle this. You think because I'm a woman, I can't handle things. And that is totally not true. You want to be over here and act like you were the Viscount and all this other stuff. I need you to play that role. So that means you can't be over there hunching on your opera singer lady. Even though you told her you would always be there for her. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to get married. This is what I need you to do. Okay, sir? Yeah, so I know I probably left some things out, but those was the major things that happened. So that was the gist. If I leave anything out, by means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Oh, yeah. Pause it. My 3 favorite people: Penelope, Eloise, and Lady Danbury, y'all. Those 3 girls, ladies right there. Penelope is like, Eloise is like, she does not want to conform to society. She wants to get an education. That's it. I'm not interested in getting married. If I was a man, I would be able to go to the university to get my education. Oh, Penelope, she's like, yeah, I like that too, but I also want to get married. But she's a little bit more fuller and a little more fluffier than like most, but she's still one of my favorite. Lady Danbury and these outfits and these hats that she be wearing and that cane. Mama be popping. So y'all, if I left anything out, by means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.